All right, everybody, Bryce here coming at you with another real quick crypto market update. And guys, this was a big week in crypto. Another big week, guys. Great one. And particularly because there were two big court cases that kind of finally had a good resolution. And the first one was big. This was Grayscale versus the SEC. It was settled, and it was basically the SEC's lawsuit against Grayscale for their Bitcoin ETF. That was thrown out. And the judges, a panel of 3 judges, and mind you, this was the second highest court in the United States government, right next to the Supreme Court. So this wasn't just like some random group of judges. This was 3 very high-ranking judges. And 3-0, they sided against the SEC, which is pretty big. And this was a judge that was hired or appointed during both Trump's regime, get this, one was in Obama's regime, and one was appointed all the way back in Jimmy Carter's regime. So this was, because again, judges are appointed for life, and these guys were, anyhow, very, very ideologically diverse, and they all voted against the SEC. And they all said that they were being arbitrary and capricious. Okay, basically meaning they were acting way out of line. In fact, they even saw that they violated the APA. The APA is some agency sort of protection guidelines, basically in order to say this is a guideline that protects us from agencies. They violated that, okay? So anyhow, this whole Grayscale resolution is coming out. Basically, long story short, now the Bitcoin ETF has a 45-day sort of window where it might be approved before potentially another delay. Because what did we see again on just the other day, literally less than 24 hours ago, we saw the SEC come out and delay another group of the Bitcoin ETFs, Fidelity's, Wisdom Tree's, I think even BlackRock's was delayed another 45 days. So we're looking now out to October, middle of October, for when these ETFs might get approved. But that's one thing, we spent enough time talking about that. There was another court case that was kind of resolved very positively. The cards broke in the favor of particularly Uniswap, which is a DeFi trading platform, and Paradigm, which is a big, large crypto investment firm. And long story short, there was a court case that they were, I think it was a class action lawsuit that the courts, again, favored in favor of Uniswap and Paradigm. So this was another one that was moving the price in the favor of the bulls, at least in the long term. If you think about the developing fundamentals in the court and case precedents that's coming from all this, it's showing that the courts are finding that crypto is here to stay, and that it's acting judiciously, and that there are good actors. It's not just what the headlines and the news paints as crypto. So it's a really exciting week in crypto. There's a lot that's going on. Bitcoin's stabilized right here around $26,000. And Ethereum's right around $1,600, stabilizing. They've got good support. I think we're in for what should be a surprise September. Historically, September is one of the worst months for crypto. There's only maybe like 2 or 3 positive months for crypto out of like 12 Septembers that crypto's had. So that's not good, right? The odds might be in the favor for September to be down, but I did see one group of researchers from Carson Investment Research, a guy named Ryan Dietrich, I believe, and I should have pulled the stat up. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was basically for any September that's following the first half of the year where we're up more than 10% or something, that September tends to be very good. There's been like 5 sort of years on record. I actually don't want to botch it. I don't want to go too deep into it. But long story short, he was saying that despite the historical bad September sort of theory that's afoot right now, where everybody's saying history shows September's always bad, the way this year has gone since the first half of the year, historically, it should be the opposite. We should have a good September. So sorry, that was kind of confusing, but the point I'm trying to say is there are some outliers out there that are showing September could be a red hot September. So could be a surprise. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be in that camp. I think the charts are showing that September is looking to be very strong. September is showing to 26,000, 1,600. These are strong support levels. So I'm a buyer, and that's your crypto market update. But if you haven't found another group where you could subscribe to, I encourage you guys to check out our group. We've got something for you. For $1, you could get a 2-week trial. You can come and see everything we've got offered. Technical analysis, newsletters, fundamental analysis, reports. We do a deep dive in the ecosystem. We do live streams. We've got video courses for how to navigate and crush the crypto markets with buy zones and sell zones. If that's something that interests you, I encourage you to click the button below, click the link, $1 2-week trial. Come and see.